Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Face to Face. Yours truly, Nesta Can. And today we have a special guest in the studio who goes by the name of Karl.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
What's going on, bro?
Can't complain, man. Can't complain. Still alive.
Long time, bro.
Yeah. We made it out the pandemic, man.
Yeah, right? So, what's new, bro? What you got going on?
Bartending, just still on the grind and still promoting my drinks right here, Karl Concoctions.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up with different flavors every other week.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I think my new one might be a lychee iced tea, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I might do that one.
So let me ask you, how'd you come up with the whole concept? How did this all come about?
Well, I've been bartending for like 20 years. I've been done clubs, restaurants all over New York.
Yeah.
And then the last couple of years, my customers were like, your drinks are good. You should start bottling them up. And I was kind of iffy about it. I'm like, I don't know. And then the pandemic hit. So I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to do it, I might as well just do it now.
Yeah.
And then when I did it, business just took off. Because that's when, like I said, the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
The liquor stores was closing at 7. People still needed drinks. I started delivering and it was over. So, yeah. So I started from doing... I only had 2 drinks. I had a rum punch, and then one of my specialty drinks was always a coconut rum punch. So then I was like, all right, let me just do those 2. And then every other week, like people just hard hit me like, do you have these flavors? Do you have these flavors? People were like, well, do you have margaritas? I was like, I don't, but I could put them on the menu. And I think the very next week happened to be Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let me put 60 up, and then that took off. And then a lot of other people in New York do drinks too, so I had to figure out how to way to stand out and be different. So I was coming up with different flavors every other week.
Right.
So it turned from 2 drinks to like around like 15 now. Yeah. So
you do rum punch and margaritas, anything else?
And then so after I did the margaritas, I kept doing flavors every week. I did a strawberry margarita. I did a mango margarita. I did a pineapple margarita, and I would put it on the flyer. Yeah. And then I'll put like strawberry, mango, whatever it is. And somebody happened to misread it. They're like, "Oh, you got a strawberry mango one?" I'm like, I don't, but I can make that now. So now I had a strawberry mango margarita, and then somebody was like, "Well, do you do Henny drinks?" And I was like, once again, I don't, but if there's a market for it, I'll do it. Yeah. And then I thought of a way, how can I be different from everybody else doing Hennessy drinks? Yeah. So I came up with a thing called a Henny series. So it's 4 different drinks that people don't really normally think to mix with Hennessy. So most people only do like Hennessy and cranberry, Hennessy and ginger ale. So I wanted to like change it up a little bit. So I do a Hennessy margarita, and then I do a Hennessy with cranberry and strawberry. Most people don't think to mix strawberry and cranberry with Hennessy. So that's one. Yeah. And then one of my favorites is a Hennessy with mango and pineapple.
Wow, Hennessy, mango, and pineapple.
Yes, it's amazing. So that's one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
So you can pick like 4 off that menu. So I have that menu, and then
what's the other one so people can see it too?
So this is a pineapple margarita.
We got the pineapple margarita.
That's the strawberry margarita.
This don't have Hennessy in it, right?
No. The margaritas have tequila.
Tequila.
Yeah, and then I have the coconut rum punch. So I wanted to do like a little different, like a little red label. You know how they have Johnny Walker Black and red labels. So the normal margaritas and the rum punches have like the blue label. Okay. These will go for 15. Yeah. And then the Hennessy line is 20. Okay. And that's a red label, a little different, stand out, and this is dope. Yeah. It's dope. People seem to like it.
And which one's your biggest seller? You would say, man, your go-to, the one that keeps the bag going.
You can never go wrong with a classic rum punch.
Rum punch.
But like I said, the coconut rum punch is my favorite one. A lot of people don't really sell coconut rum punches. Yeah. Once again, I have to find a way to stand out. And this one be hitting, man. Yeah. This one is it.
You ever thought about doing anything with like around Christmas time, like sorrow or anything like that? People around Christmas time, people do the coquitos and stuff like that. Do you do anything? Special events, special occasions?
I do like different for like Halloween. I do like a green drink. I make stuff up. So I'm working on a sorrow one now, actually.
Because they got like sorrow. I see on the menu sometimes like sorrow martinis and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the places I go.
And then like a coquito drink, stuff like that. Like I said, I know a lot of people who do drink. My cousin, she does drink. So anytime people hit me up and talking about they want to do sorrow drinks, I send them to her. Yeah.
Some people do. One guy at my job, he does coquitos, but he does them with Hennessy. So,
oh wow! Oh wow, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I just try to constantly be above the grain, So I'm just trying to come up with new flavors. So right now I'm working on the lychee iced tea. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure if I'm gonna do that rum based or vodka based. I'm gonna figure it out. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have your own business, right?
Yeah.
Is just you, or do you have any employees? Anyone helping you out?
Well, when I first started, I had
you, your girl.
Not even. I had loyal friends because I didn't have a car when I first started, and then business was taking off. So then I would just employ my friends, like, all right, well, can you just deliver for me? And people were doing it. So,
yeah, that was during the pandemic, right?
Yeah, that was during the pandemic, and I was hiring my friends to do it. So then I eventually got my car, and my friends still help now. They give me ideas and stuff. We collab and things like that. They help me put stickers on if I need stickers and stuff like that. So they help. I still employ friends. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have a storefront or online?
No, I don't have a storefront. I'm working on trying to get it into stores. Actually, that's going to be the next move.
Yeah.
So, but I know to do that, I'm gonna have the store criteria is so really hard to get into.
They said so, with liquor and stuff it's just kind of a tricky.
Yeah, it is tricky. So I'm trying to figure out a way to do it now.
Yeah.
So I know I might have to change the bottle.
Yeah.
And to put in the stores, then I got to worry about the measurements, make sure that when you mass produce, and it's a whole thing going into it. So I'm working on it. But right now, the level I'm at, I can't complain.
Yeah. How do you advertise your business?
A lot of it's word of mouth, obviously, and then I bartend, so people always come into my bar, so I'm always networking that way.
Yeah.
And then Instagram.
Oh yeah, social media is always the number one things. Yeah.
And like I said, word of mouth is very big.
Yeah.
I'm not the type to really walk up to people and be like, hey, how you doing? My name is Karl. I have a drink business. I feel like that kind of cheapens the brand.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you know me enough, and then if you word of mouth, you'll come to me.
Yeah.
Because one, that means if you come to me, you're already ready with the money.
Yeah.
You don't got to worry about that part. And yeah, it just cheapens the brand if I feel like I go to people. So a lot of my friends are out of state as well. They see me advertising, they hit me up. So then I started shipping drinks now as well. So that also was a good thing.
Yeah. Remember, guys, he's a professional bartender. So he's not just putting his stuff together.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So he's
science to it.
It's a people think he just put drinks together and stuff like that.
No,
there's a science to it. You gotta let them know there's a science to it.
Your homeboy Fred makes drinks for your barbecue. That's cool, but it's a science to actually us mixologists. It's a science to it.
Yeah, because a lot of people feel like nutcrackers just put stuff together.
Yeah,
and just give it to people.
No. That's why I don't even call my things nutcrackers. Nutcrackers come in like 12 ounces. This is like 16 ounces.
60 ounces, yeah.
Yeah, so I put a lot of work into it and a lot of measurements going to it. It's a science to it.
Yeah.
Because certain flavors don't mix with other flavors. Certain colors won't come out right. And
so you gotta let people know about your prices too, because when people figure like, why is it gotta be like that? You gotta let them know there's a science to it,
exactly,
and the hard work you put into it.
Exactly. So one thing about, like I said, I do bartend in restaurants and clubs, but when I started my own business, I'm not under the corporate measurements. I can measure how I want to.
Right.
So that's also a skill. It took me time to measure. Okay, if I have a 16 ounce glass, like how much liquor should go in, how much drink should go in, how much juice should go into it. So I started doing all that.
Yeah.
So then I came over the price of $15.
Okay.
And at the beginning, some people were like, oh, it's too expensive. But after I broke it down, they understood. Because now this is a 16 ounce. Now, when you normally go into a restaurant and things like that, most of the glasses are 12 ounces. And
taking notes, guys.
Most of the glasses are 12 ounces. And then you're probably only really getting 9 ounces of that because you have ice. And then how much are drinks now in the clubs? $15, $16, $17, $18.
Yeah.
And it's only really 9 ounces of the drink you're getting. And people are paying it. People are upset, but people are paying it. So now I was like, all right, you know what? Now you have a 16 ounce container, right? There's no ice in here, so you're getting pure liquor, pure drink for $15.
Right.
So I had to break. I'm like, how you complain? Because if this was in a store, in a restaurant, this would be like what, $32, $33.
Yeah.
So once they understood like that, then they got it.
So you're paying for his knowledge. You're paying for the knowledge.
Yes, you're getting full drink. You're not getting cheap. And then, like I said, I'm not under the guise of a store of like their measurements. I do my own measurements.
There's own measurements. Yeah.
Yeah, and I learned that a strong drink does not make a good drink. People.
A lot of people think that. People think a strong drink.
No. The drink has to be strong, but it still has to taste good. So there's a balance.
Right.
So here's the mixology come into play. I'm not just putting 8 ounces of liquor in a cup for you and then hey, here you go. No, that's it's measurements that goes into it.
Right. Yeah. And what are some of the goals for your company?
Honestly, when I first started, it was just to bottle it, and then after I started seeing the different reactions to people, I was like, wow, okay, I can keep going. So the goal is just to keep getting better and improving, and like I said, eventually get into stores. Yeah. So I can then mass produce, and then I can have way more employees and things like that.
You ever thought about like the bottles, like getting like after a while, like changing the bottles a little bit?
I was talking to a person.
Or is that kind of like expensive? Because I know you have a business, you gotta you got to try to still make profit and still,
so
like,
that's the also tricky part, because there's no real if you really think about it, if you go into a supermarket and you buy like a White Claw or whatever those drinks are,
right,
they're probably like what, $4, $5, $6.
Yeah.
So I can't put a $15 drink in like a supermarket or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be, so when you mass producing, it's a different bottle that you use, and then it's a smaller scale. So it won't be a 16 ounce when it goes into a store, probably like a 12,
right,
whatever it is. So I got to figure out the bottle measurements and the ounces and stuff like that. So
let's also talk about, like, you see how Henny had their own bottle, like a professional bottle. You ever thought about next step getting into like professional bottles?
I've thought about that. I've actually thought about making my own liquor. Like,
that's what. Okay, when you make your own liquor,
so that's another looking into it and trying to figure out how to do that and the steps to take that. But
how does that go? When you try to make your own liquor, you have to reach out to like if you want tequila, a tequila company.
That's what I'm figuring out now. I know. Like I said, I was bartending at my job last week, and a guy came in. He said he's from Jamaica and he used to make his own rum out there. So I was asking him questions like, how did you make your own rum and stuff like that. So he's telling me little things, but I think you need a big push behind you. So I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on this. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
You probably mentioned earlier, but let's talk about it again. What's so unique about your business compared to like other businesses out there?
Well, one, like I said, I'm constantly changing flavors. So you're never getting bored. It's constantly something new, and they're all great. Not just because I make them. I'm not just saying that, but they all really are great. It's time I'm putting into it, effort I'm putting into it.
Yeah.
And I'm not cheapening my brand. I'm giving y'all good quality liquor.
Yeah.
I'm giving you good ounces, good measurements.
Not cutting any corners.
I'm not cutting no corners. I'm not. People was like, listen, even my mother was telling me, like, listen, when you start getting to a point, don't start, cutting on the juice, the proper juice. Actually, if you're using Tropicana, don't use Dole.
No.
Don't fit the Dole out there. But stick with what the customers know you for.
Yeah.
So no matter how big I get, I'm always going to give y'all quality ingredients.
Yeah. What are some of the responsibilities as a business owner, being a business owner? What's some like behind the scenes things that people don't know that you go through?
One is very stressful.
Yeah.
Because anytime in whatever type of business you have, it's always days where you have to motivate yourself.
Right.
You're not always going to have that motivation behind you. So you really got to believe in yourself, believe in your product, and believe that eventually it will get to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
So then obviously have the financial backing to make sure you can do what you have to do, and just have the passion for it. I don't think you should really go into anything necessarily just for money.
Just for money, yeah.
Because if I didn't have a passion for it, I would have probably just stopped at 2 drinks and called rum punch cola of the day.
Yeah.
The fact that I have a passion for it, I'm constantly inventing new drinks.
Right.
So the love of it is there. And you know how when people cook, they cook with love. You can taste how the food is different. You can taste how my drinks are with love and care into it.
Yeah.
So I think that's real big for me.
How does the lab look like? You do it from home? You have like a certain place you make your drinks?
I do it from home. Okay. I have a room dedicated.
I know it's probably thing everywhere. You just
Yeah, I have dedicated to stickers, to the labels. To all that. Yeah. All that.
What advice would you give to someone wanting to start a business? Like,
one, like I said, just have
want to get into this business.
Well, this one, especially if you're doing it in New York, have thick skin. Because there's a lot of people out here doing it, and people will talk about you, people compare, but that's in life. People talk about you anyway. But just have a passion for it, and just listen. You do have to study your competition, but then again, be in your own lane. Do something different. Find out what makes you unique, and why would people support you,
right?
Somebody else. So once you do that, and don't go and be very positive. I don't bash anybody. Like I said, I know plenty of people doing drinks.
Yeah.
I don't bash anybody.
Yeah.
Because honestly, drinks are very subjective if you really think about it. Because no matter how good of a mixologist you are, you're not going to please everybody. I can make you an awesome drink. You could love it. I could give it to your friend. He might hate it. You can't take that personal. I learned that. You can't take drinks personal.
Yeah. Not everyone's going to like it.
Not everyone's going to like it. Like I said, you can make the best macaroni and cheese in your life. Not everybody's going to like your macaroni and cheese, and you can't take it personal.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. I just don't take anything personal. I'm like, it is what it is, and I'm doing my best. That's what you can do.
How do you study your competition? Because, a lot of people are making them, but how do you know who's the big dog in this business when you first start off? Do you start hearing it, seeing people?
I started hearing. I know a few friends who do it. I know the level that they're on, and I'm looking at. I'm like, okay, if I'm constantly going out, I'm seeing their shirts, I'm seeing their drinks.
Their drinks at certain stuff.
Yeah. And then New York is big, but it's small.
It's okay.
So you know who your competition is, and things like that. So, and look, I have a wide array of friends who are, like I said, who are doing it. So we all keep in contact, and we actually do help each other. Actually.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I'm not a hater at all. I believe what's for me is for me. What's for you is for you. So I have other competitors hitting me up like, yo, you have extra bottles, you have extra bottle caps. Yeah, go ahead, take it.
I like that, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Iron sharpens iron.
Exactly.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. But also in life, you learn that whatever you would do doesn't mean that person would do it for you.
That's true. Oh, you're right.
So that was also a lesson, because you've
helped out people and people never turned around and helped you back.
You know what?
Helped you out a little bit.
I'm not gonna say necessarily no, 'cause I don't really ask. I be wanting to ask. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, I don't want to hear no, because if I hear no, I feel away, because I done helped you out.
But no one volunteered.
Yeah,
basically.
Exactly. No one volunteered. That's what it was. So I'm like, I do it out of the goodness of my heart. So I'm not expecting it to return. But if I do act, you tell me no, and I done helped you multiple times. I do. For human nature, you're gonna feel away.
Yeah.
But I haven't really asked. I'm not gonna say nobody's. I haven't asked, but no, nobody has volunteered.
Last but not least, before we wrap it up, let people know how they can get in contact with you. All that stuff, social media, telephone number, all that good stuff.
Well, my Instagram page is Karl's Concoctions, KarlsKoncoctions. Wow, that was big. Let's spell that correct first try. Karl's Concoctions on Instagram, on Instagram, on Facebook. If you need to hit me up, do it the number 347. Should I be saying my number on there?
Yeah, man. Let people know.
All right. 347-277-2207. And just hit me up for support, because I remember like when I first started, I put the drinks up and people were calling me 12, 1 o'clock, and I'm like, y'all drinking at 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, wow. But then that was the first week of my business. I wasn't telling them no, so I was just giving drinks out. Yeah, and people were supporting. So I can't be mad. I appreciate everybody who has supported, whether you bought a drink, whether you word of mouth, or you reposted a flyer. I definitely appreciate you guys. And I would definitely be nothing without you guys. So anybody who does have a business, just keep going, knowing that it will come. Just keep striving, have the passion for what you do, and just keep going and have that tunnel vision.
Yeah. Do you also, before we go, do do private like bartending? Since you're bartender?
I still do Yes, I do. I still get booked for bartending events. So if you do need a bartender, just hit me up like on the Karl's Concoctions page. You can definitely hit me up and we'll negotiate and things like that. But yeah, definitely hit me up. So I do private events. Yeah.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming by. I've been trying to get you on for a minute.
I know the pandemic happened, man. I gotta come support you, man. So I definitely had to bring you some. I know your favorite was the coconut rum punch. Yeah. So I definitely had to knock these out for you, bro.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming by.
No problem, man. I appreciate you, man.
This wraps up another episode of Face to Face. Yours truly, Nesta Can. Take care and God bless.